Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Farid Gul Shinwari and I am going now to conduct experiment electrolysis of sodium chloride. The apparatus used in this experiment DC power supply, 2 electric wires along with 2 carbon electrodes, iron stained U-shaped glass tube, glass rod, spatule, pans, 200 ml beaker, 2 test tube stand, wash bottle. The chemicals used in this experiment: sodium chloride being common salt, phenolphthalein is an indicator. Before starting this experiment, let me to test sodium hydroxide with the phenolphthalein. Now let me to add first water in beaker, 150 ml of water. Now let me to add a little amount of sodium hydroxide, and then with glass rod, let me to stir it well in order to dissolve. Now I will add this aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide into the test tube. The another test tube, let me to add a little amount of sodium chloride in this test tube. Let me to dissolve it well. Now sodium chloride or common salt has been dissolved. Let me to test it with phenolphthalein. If we add a few drops of phenolphthalein to sodium hydroxide solution, it will change its color. Why? Because sodium hydroxide is an alkali. But in the salt solution, it cannot change its color. So let me to conduct the electrolysis of sodium chloride. Now let me to add it to the beaker, and from the beaker, now I want to add it to the U-shaped glass tube. Let me to insert a node at this arm of the U-shaped glass tube, and cathode. Now this is cathode. Cathode is the other arm of the U-shaped tube. So the color has been changed. The same color change has been taking place here. Now sodium hydroxide is produced here. Chlorine bubbles we can see here produce or release here. So this is its anode. Chlorine gas is produced, while at cathode sodium is produced, which then react with water, and sodium hydroxide is produced. Sodium hydroxide is an alkali, and phenolphthalein will change its color. It means it will change into pinkish color. Okay, so this was the end of this experiment. Thank you. Thanks a lot.